This is footage of my rank 40 Swordmaster in 1v1s. I just got the Bloodfist Greatsword. You can see my gear and stats there. I'm running with my general spec in terms of tactics, and here my first opponent is McCleary, a very well geared Witch Elf, and she starts this first fight in this video not in stealth, and I want to show this video because I lose this fight and I make a pretty critical mistake at the end. So I'm punting her around, trying to disrupt her timing. I'm not able to land Wrath of Hoeth, which I really need to put on her for the debuff. I'm disarmed right there, so I pop Juggernaut to remove that effect. Punt her away again. So right now the fight's going well. I've got a pretty good health margin on her. My morale's building up, so as soon as my rank 1 morale is up, I pop Demolishing Strike, and right here I make a mistake. I should have just kited her around and used my AoEs to finish her off, but I come into melee range and she manages to burst me down. So I fought McCleary a bunch this day, and won some, lost some. This fight here, she tries to get me out of stealth, and I've got 4 tools to try to find her. AoE Taunt, AoE Root, Gusting Wind, and Wrath of Hoeth. So I don't manage to pop her out of stealth. She gets Vehement Blades on me, and really I should have kited here for 15 seconds until the debuff wore off. But anyway, so I'm fighting her. I get her at low health right here, so I pop the AoE Root, strafe cut away to protect my back up, and then very carefully inch forward here and hit the Gusting Wind, AoE Punt to finish her off. So I didn't give her a chance to get into melee range to kill me. All right, so here I go through the same sequence here. Challenge for the AoE Taunt, Gusting Wind, Wrath of Hoeth, Gusting Wind, and I managed to punt her away, but she gets a debuff on me. I root her just to disrupt her timing. And again, I really should wait until the debuff wears off. One thing which is really helpful against Witch Elves is to use Eagle's Flight. So you'll see me, I'm getting some parries here. Eagle's Flight and Dazzling Strike. And I do that a lot versus melees because it will prevent me from getting hit. Especially Eagle's Flight, it will protect you from crowd control. And then Dazzling Strike is an awesome skill. Okay, this is Depp. We're now ranked 70 Black Orc, probably the best known destruction player on Phoenix Throne. And he solos a lot. He stacks a ton of melee crit and strength and morale gen. So what you want to do against a Black Orc is you want to use Eagle's Flight a lot. So you'll see I'm getting those blue parry techs. So as long as he can't hit me, he can't self-regen health. And that's a really important thing. So I rotate here between using Eagle's Flight and I use Dazzling Strike as well to increase his build times. The bottom line is if I slow down his attacks and prevent him from hitting me, he's not going to be able to regen his health. Right there, you just saw him pop Demolishing Strike on me. Because of the way he's geared, he hits his rank 1 morale faster than any player that I've met on the server, or at least melee. This last clip is against Poxu, a Blackguard spec'd in the Anguish Tree, and this is before I got my Bloodfist Greatsword. So this clip is several days old, and I wanted to show this because the first time I fought Poxu, he parried like 7 or 8 of my attacks in a row, and you can see his little icon above my head that's ticking down. That's called elite training. What the ability is supposed to do for 10 seconds is allow a Blackguard to parry the next 4 attacks. What it actually does is parry 100% of all attacks for the next 10 seconds, and it's on a 30-second cooldown. So this ability is bugged, and in its bug state, it's extremely powerful. I've heard it's going to get fixed, but that's another matter. So when elite training is up, you can't punch through it. I've tried Gryphon's Last, which is supposed to be unblockable and parryable, and it still gets parried. If you use Wall of Darting Steel, which I did a few moments ago, okay, the elite training's back up again. If you use Wall of Darting Steel for the parry buff, the damage reflect is still automatically parried. So basically, every 30 seconds, an Anguish-backed Blackguard can prevent you from hitting them for 10 straight seconds. It's a monster advantage. And you want to make sure to kite whenever elite training is up, and you probably do better with a sword and board instead of a two-hander against a Blackguard that spec this way.